本層の多い地区として知られるニューヨークハーレム地区。公立小学校 PS125 の周囲に低所得者向けの集合住宅が立ち並ぶ。現校長のレジナルド・ヒギンスが就任した6年前、この学校は崩壊の危機に瀕していた。
When I came to the school 6 years ago, it was a staff that was very demoralized. You had a declining enrollment of student population. The school lacked basic resources that I think every school should have. The school didn't have a full-time gym teacher or an arts teacher. The learning was very stagnant. Children, unfortunately, were forced to learn in test prep situations for a good portion of their day. And most importantly, there wasn't this real excitement around parents being involved to really help the school.
生徒が減少したことで、校舎の大半を他の学校に譲ることになった。図書館は同居する高校に取られたため、保護者が中心になって壁のスペースに図書館を作った。当時、コロンビア大学の研究者だった鈴木は、この学校に2人の娘を通わせていた。
私の家庭がそこの学校に入った時は、教室の中の机をどけて、教室の中で体育を行っているような時に、もう一つの学校ではジムでバスケットボールをしたりだとか、または、我々にはその音楽の先生もいないのに、隣の学校からは、楽しそうなジャズの音楽が流れてきたりだとか、そういうふうにその同じ校舎の中でカースト性があるような、そんな感じでした。
苦境の理由は生徒数の減少だ。企業や NPO が運営する公設民営のチャータースクールとの競争に負けたことが大きい。
Especially as an impoverished parent, you only want the best opportunity for your child. And if a charter school is promoting that they have these high expectations and values for helping kids achieve some of these very lofty goals, that's one key reason why you want your child to attend. Another reason is that parents really wanted to have a school that provided a very well-rounded education. Most of the charter schools have very vibrant programs. In day school, they have music, they have art, they have theater, they have physical education, they have very strong after-school programs. And the third reason is that they start at 6:30 a.m. and kids are here till 7 o'clock at night. So if you're a parent and you're a working parent, that's just very ideal for you.
学力低下に危機感を持ったレーガン政権以降、教育改革はアメリカの最重要課題になった。その基本的な方向性は競争原理とテストによる学校評価。チャータースクールはその一翼を担った。
There's a lot of government support for the charter schools, particularly because of campaign contributions from people who are supporters of charter schools. Wealthy people are particularly interested in seeing the charter sector grow, and so they donate to candidates who support charter schools. I think the wealthy are particularly supportive of charter schools because if you think of American business people, they like competition, they don't like unions, and they don't like regulations. And all of those fit the charter school model.
The most tough time was about 7 years ago, maybe 8 years ago. We had a principal here for 3 years. We lost a lot of students, some due to her, some due to demographics, and others due to a lot of charter schools. Charter schools were being promoted as the big choice, and if they didn't like the public school, they should go to charter schools. That principal had taken away a lot of our outside programs. So we were really just doing nothing but just math and language arts.
だが、ヒギンズの就任と伝統的な教育プログラムの放棄によって見捨てられた底辺校は大きく変わり始めた。
For young children to create an environment where they can experiment and explore and have their own discoveries, especially less through lecturing and talking and more through hands-on experiences. So this school has a park next door. So I took them out every single day. Through the children's experience going outside, they make their own discoveries, and then they make their own collections, and they ask to bring them in. And then through that, you embed these learning standards and meet those standards. You can do that through counting and writing and drawing. You can do it all sorts of ways. So it is through their own discoveries that we build curriculum. It's called an emergent curriculum.
Nice. I like the details. Is this a worm? Is this a worm? I like your details. Good job.
教師が子供に答えを教えるのではなく、子供の好奇心に応じて学びの機会を提供する。そんなプログレッシブ教育に舵を切った。4歳児向けプログラムでアレンが実践していた手法を PS125 全体に展開しようとした。
We're gonna each take 10 chops, okay? So I want you to count them out loud, okay? Ready?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And a roly-poly! Where? The roly-poly! Give me the roly-poly!
保護者もその動きに呼応して寄付を集め音楽やアートのプログラムを提供する NPO を探した。
Gave everything away at the end, so there were some very happy people.
The other area that I noticed I think that families are getting very energized by this concept that we can really make a difference for our school, for our community, that there's a lot of work to be done and we can get involved. So family involvement, last year was the year that we built the garden, and so that's a new addition to the school. Last year also was the first year, to my understanding, where every child in the school received swimming lessons once a week. We have additional partners providing art to all of our students. We have programs for music and theater.
I think that the school has come a long way with adapting to progressive education in the past 2 years. Something like that, it doesn't happen overnight. So I think any family that's coming here needs to have the expectation that if you want to see that change, you have to be a part of that change. But the progressive push has been a steady flow, and our principal, our leader, has been really accepting of new ideas, whether it comes from the parents or the teachers.
教師も変わった。1年生のクラスではグループに分かれてピザを作っていた。あるグループは生地を練り、別のグループは具材を乗せ、会計係としてお金を数えていた。ピザ屋の営業を通した読み書きそろばんの授業だ。
I would say the biggest change has been the curriculums and the philosophy towards teaching and towards children. So teachers have much more choice in what they're teaching, and children also have much more choice in what they're learning. And we can mold the curriculum around their interests. Whereas before it was a scripted curriculum, now it can be changed, greatly. We also now have more support adult-wise in the classroom. So I work with 2 paraprofessionals. Instead of me teaching a group of 30 children by myself, I work with 2 other adults, and so we can split up and give children more individualized learning experiences based on their interests and based on their level.
The big math test tomorrow. Have you studied? I tried, but I just don't get that. That's not hard.
So then you guys react. Good.
Okay, let's get high, man. Move up the night. Let's sing out loud and dance with the crowd.
When I took over the school, 23% of the kids could read and write at grade level. Now it's 44%, and every year it continues to get better. In math, it was 37%. Now it's 54%. So you see that there's this emphasis on making sure that we're doing the work better. We don't look at test scores as an indicator of our success. Like I said, my teachers are like me. When they walk into their classrooms, are kids smiling? Are kids excited to learn? Are kids happy? Are parents happy? Do parents feel welcome to come inside of the school and to work with me and my teachers? And if they do feel like that, I know that I'm doing a really good job.
150人まで落ち込んだ生徒数は260人に増えた。今では200人近い子どもがウェイティングリストに名を連ねる。復活しつつある PS125 だが、多くの公立小学校は今なお厳しい状況にある。
Americans like local control of their schools for their local children. The problem, though, is that the wealthy want to keep the money for their own children and not so much for everybody else's children. And I think that that's a problem with Betsy DeVos, the new Secretary of Education, and Donald Trump, because it seems that they are going to be taking money from the public schools, giving them it to the charter and more so the private schools. And that will cause a further decline in the public schools.
And we are. Let's get 3 claps, everybody. Yeah, we working hard today. Let's get everybody have a really great time for the car talk. Mr. Edgar is over there waiting. Mr. Rick is waiting. 2 tickets, 2 tickets. That's all we need, 2 tickets. We're gonna march so we can get rid of this gum. Sticky, sticky, bubble gum, bubble gum, bubble gum.